This is what we have started with: types of ratios: liquidity, solvency, profitability, and turnover. So this is what we have started with. Liquidity ratios are mentioned like this: 1 is to 2, 2 is to 1, 3 is to 4, right? So a relationship between the current assets and current liabilities, right? So this is what we have seen. We are basically comparing current assets and current liabilities and finding out if you will be able to meet the payments or not in short term. So you always want your assets, receivables needs to be more, so that you will not face any trouble in making payment of the liabilities. So if this is less than 1, then you are going to face the problem, right? Preferably standard ratio is 2 is to 1. You should have double the current assets than the liabilities, so that you will be okay with all the things, right? So this is the formula: current ratio, current assets upon current liability. Quick ratio means, sir, what we are doing? So here we are saying current, so current assets and current liabilities we are comparing. Quick ratio, so quick assets or liquid assets and liquid liabilities. When it comes to liquid assets, out of all the assets, we are not going to consider stock and prepaid expenses, because for prepaid expenses we receive service, for stock we are going to receive cash, but later you may receive, and not 100% cash मिलने के chances बहुत कम है. Okay, so if you see, out of liabilities, you may minus overdraft and cash credit, because for that payment you may get more time from the bank. That's the reason why you may not say these are the immediate payments, right? You can take time for making these payments. इसके लिए out of the liabilities, only immediate liabilities में ये दोनों नहीं आएंगे, right? So it is going to measure this. The ratio, quick ratio should be 1 is to 1, 1 is to 1. So this should be 2 is to 1. Along with it should be 1 is to 1, right? Last is cash or absolute liquidity ratio. So only cash and cash equivalent, that is short term investments and all, which can easily be converted into cash. So cash, bank balance, and short term marketable securities to current liabilities, total liabilities we are going to consider, right? This is what we have seen in current assets, what all components are there. Okay, so I have listed down. Same way in current liabilities, what all components comes. So when we say current, we are talking about the assets which keeps on changing, which are not fixed in nature. And when we talk about liquid, we talk about the assets which are fastly convertible into cash. So overdraft, since there is no due date, and cash credits, so only minimum payment is also fine. So that is the reason why we don't consider this two in the immediate liabilities, right? So now leverage ratios, or that is also called as a capital structure ratios, or we can also call it as a solvency ratio. Long term we are talking about. So what we are doing basically is, now if you see your liabilities side and your asset side, that is always equal. So whatever sources that you have, okay, so with that sources, what you do is you are making investment in the fixed assets and current assets, right? So if you see, all this is the assets that you have, current and fixed assets, all the assets we are talking about. Now what we are trying to find, how this assets, how this property you have bought, so how you have financed this assets, that's what we are basically talking about. So you can see here, so how much proportion of equity is used to finance this and how much is debt. So that is when we talk about a leverage, we are talking about risk also and advantage also. When we are talking about leverage, more leverage means more risk but more return also, because if you take borrowed funds, that will help you get the maximum returns for the shareholders. We have already seen trading on equity concept. By taking loan, how you can maximize return for shareholders, because there are two reasons आपके returns कैसे बढ़ेंगे when you are taking borrowed funds. If you are taking more and more of a debt, what happens? One thing, compared with other sources, means compared with your equity and compared with your preference share capital, cost of borrowed fund is less. So what happens? When you are taking borrowed funds, cost will be saved. Secondly, whenever that you are taking any loan, what happens? Like you will be paying interest on that loan, or you will be paying interest on debentures. So again, what happens? By showing this interest, we are reducing the taxes, or we are planning the taxes. So what happens? Like your tax liability will get reduced. So tax liability is basically a payment. आपका payment अगर कम होगा तो obviously you will get more return, right? So जो भी save होगा that will be additional returns for shareholders. So there are two reasons why by taking loan or borrowed funds you can maximize earnings for shareholders. One thing, cost is saved. Second thing, taxes are saved. And whatever is saved, that is going to give additional returns to shareholders. Now, but see, cost is less, but risk is so much when it comes to borrowed funds. And that's the reason why, though we say borrowed funds should be there, but proportion should be limited. Now we are going to see the ratios which comes under this category. So leverage ratios, they are also called as capital structure ratios or solvency ratios. Okay, so what we are trying to find, you can see here. So we look at as to how much capital, means total jo aapka capital hai, how much capital has come from debt and how much capital has come from your own sources, right? So we are trying to assess if the company will be able to meet its liabilities or obligations in long term or not. We are comparing debts with the equity. So we are comparing this borrowed fund with the own funds in the case of a leverage ratios. So when we talk about leverage, what we mean, how much debt that the firm is using for financing its assets. Now in the next slide, you can understand when we talk about leverage ratios, basically we are talking about long-term solvency, if company will be able to pay off all the things or not, and that is going to give you maximum advantage. Okay, when you are taking borrowed funds, returns are maximized. Now which returns we are talking? So you are going to get more return on your investment, more return on your shares, and on the equity investment for shareholders also they are going to get high return, because when the rate of return will be more than the interest rate which you are paying, then only this is going to result. This we have also seen when we have seen trading on equity concept. Now suppose this is 15% rate of return and interest rate is 10%. What does it mean now? You are getting 15% on whatever you invest, okay, and you are paying 10% as an interest. So obviously you'll get benefited. How? Now suppose if I'll bring 1 lakh rupees in the business from borrowed funds, right? So 1 lakh pay 15%, say how much I'll get? 15,000, right? And now 15,000 may say I'm going to pay interest because that funds is not mine. I have taken it from market on loan. तो अभी ये 10 जो भी 1 lakh है उस पे 10% से you'll be paying 10,000. So this is going to result into 5,000 earnings for you. 15,000 has come, 10,000 you have paid. That's how 5,000 profit. So this is how when rate of return is more and interest rate is less, then you get maximum returns by taking loan. If your rate of return is less and interest is more, then don't go for borrowed funds. Make use of your own funds only, right? So when we say leverage, we are talking about risk factor. So high leverage will result into high risk for the shareholders or for the investors. Normally, there will not be any problem if the company is taking borrowed funds, but as and when profitability gets affected, you are going to face trouble. As long as profitability is good, you can take the loan and you can easily repay the loan. In normal conditions, there will not be any problem for you. But what happens when the profitability gets affected, then you will have a trouble in making the payment. Suppose for last 10 years, company is getting so much of profit. So company has taken the loan, right? So as long as you're getting profit, it was easy for you to pay off that loan, EMIs and all that, right? But now what has happened, 1 or 2 years, because of suppose this COVID and all that, company के sales affect हुए, तो profit affect हुआ. Now company is not having that much earnings. तो अभी earnings नहीं है, या suppose company is suffering losses currently. If company has a loss, how company is going to make these payments to the banks and all? If you haven't taken any loan, then there's no liability of interest, right? So that is the reason why when your profitability gets affected, then there's a risk, trouble in meeting the liabilities. So under this category, these are the ratios which comes. Debt equity ratio, easy to understand. Debt we are comparing with equity. So when we say debt, means all the long-term borrowed funds we are referring to. That may be debenture capital, that may be term loan. All right. So when we are talking about equity, we are talking about shareholders funds or own funds, which includes equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus, retained earnings, and profit and loss account, profit of that year, right? From this, we minus the accumulated losses, if any, right? Now, proprietary ratio, next ratio. This ratio will help you understand out of the total assets, how much proprietors funds that you have used to finance your assets. Now, let's go back to this. So, what proprietary ratio says, जो भी आपके total assets है, out of that, how much is the owner's funds? Now, suppose this is 100. Out of this, suppose this is 30. It means 30% of the money is used to finance the assets. Means 30 अगर यहाँ से आया है, it means 70% is borrowed funds, right? So same thing that you will come to know from this ratio. How much is the proprietor's funds, means shareholders funds, which is also called as net worth, divided by total assets. Now, if this ratio comes 0.30, that means 30% proprietors funds से finance किया है, it means 70% is financed through borrowed funds. If this comes 20%, it means 80% is financed through borrowed funds. So if this comes 50%, 0.50, so it means remaining 50 you have borrowed, right? Now, normally, if this ratio is more than 0.5, means if more than 50% of the funds of writers are used in financing the assets, then risk is less. If proprietors funds are 20%, 30%, then we say a bit of risk is there because borrowed funds zyada hai, right? Again, borrowed funds hai, so risk hai. So this is what is to be understood with this ratio. Now, capital gearing, as you know, this and this is very similar. Capital gearing and this. Now, what does this ratio says? Gearing means how levered the firm is, how risky and how high amount of earnings that the firm is getting. So you will understand. So you are checking out fixed percentage bearing cost जो है, ये funds पे pay करते हो आप, debt पे you are paying interest, fixed percentage of interest. On preference capital also you are paying fixed percentage of dividend. So fixed charge bearing securities means जिस पे आप fixed cost pay करते हो, divided by the funds on which you are paying fluctuating returns. So debt capital plus preference capital divided by equity share capital. Now equity share capital में reserves and surplus, profit and loss account will come, and if any other loss that you have, वो इसमें से minus होगा. Now if you see balance sheet, profit है तो कहाँ पे reflect करता है? If company has got any net profit, where it will get reflected? What we do in the capital, we add that. Now, if there is any loss, net loss and all that, instead of minusing it from capital, it is shown to the asset side. So you have to check always to the asset side if you can find any profit and loss account amount. Profit and loss account amount hai, so that is a loss. If it is to the liability side, then that is a profit. Interest coverage ratio. Now coverage, when we say coverage, coverage means when there is a more safety, right? So we are talking about EBIT, earnings before interest and tax, of a particular firm divided by the interest charges that the firm is supposed to pay. Now whenever you are taking any loan, okay, suppose project financing ke liye you are taking loan, the bank is going to check this ratio. Why? So how much earnings you are going to get, and compared with that interest, means interest expense के कितने ज़्यादा times आपका earnings है, that what the bank is comparing. Now suppose your earnings before interest and taxes is 10 lakh, interest expenses are 1 lakh. So 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh, 10 times, right? So interest के comparatively 10 times earning ज़्यादा है. And suppose next, this is 5 lakh and this is 1 lakh. So क्या आएगा? 5 आएगा coverage. Now tell me which one is good, 5 coverage or 10 coverage?
10 coverage.
Yes, 10 coverage. So means you have a lot of money that is going to come. So you can easily pay off the interest. As and when your earnings are more, ये ज़्यादा आएगा, तो bank will be sure that company will easily be paying their loan. Then easily bank will give you loan. If this coverage is less, bank will not give you loan because they know आपके earnings के comparatively interest उनको मिलने के chances कम है, right? Now last is debt to capital. Just you can understand out of the total capital कितना debt है, that is we are trying to find out. So if this comes suppose 70%, it means total capital में से borrowed funds अगर 70% है, it means remaining 30% equity है. So hope you understood this ratio.